Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, My So-Called Healthy Life. And today we're gonna talk about two things. Number one, we're gonna talk about my weight loss journey, which I have some very interesting things to tell you. And then the second thing we're gonna talk about is the meditation for today. Because I haven't read a meditation on here in like over a month and a half. I think today is day 56 of my weight loss journey. Can you guys believe, okay, now when I started this whole thing, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna be a vegetarian for 30 days. I'm gonna do the water thing for 30 days. I wanna see how I feel. And literally, I mean, I can count on one hand how many times I've had a soda. And, you know, I have not broken being a vegetarian in 56 days. And I've been drinking a ton of water. And I feel so good. Like, I feel so incredible, right? I haven't had any acid reflux in a long, long time. But I did have something interesting that happened last night. And I'm gonna try to say it as delicately as I can. So anyway, and maybe somebody can help me in the comment section below if they have the same thing. But before we get into that, yesterday was my cheat day. And we went to my all-time favorite restaurant in Indianapolis. Well, not my all-time favorite, but it's my favorite brunch place, and it's called Cafe Patachou. And they call it an adult, like, union hall, and it's very cool. And I used to back in the day get a turkey or a chicken salad sandwich, and I don't do that anymore because I'm not eating meat. So I get this omelet called the omelet you can't refuse. Oh my God, it is so good, right? And it has bacon in it and potatoes and several different kinds of cheese. And so the last couple times I've gone there on my cheat day to have it, I've had them take out the bacon. And then I've added brie cheese and red onions. It is incredible, okay? And then I get potatoes on the side, and then I get an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese and coffee. I mean, it's brunch, right? But then I was like, that was gonna just be my meal yesterday. And I think I even talked about that on my video, and that today I was planning to like fast. And I'm not gonna fast today, and I'll tell you why. So I was in my office yesterday and I was filming videos, and Alex texted me, and he was like very serious. He's like, we get our cheat meal, that's it. We don't get a cheat day, we get a cheat meal, right? Because I had talked about it and he had talked about it and all that. I was like, okay, so he texted me and he had been watching Narcos like on the couch. Like, this is the unfolding of the diet, right? And I will say this, like, this time with him dieting too has made it so much easier. Because like, if we call each other and we're like, hey, you wanna like watch a movie or do dinner or go out to eat after work, like now he doesn't wanna go out to eat as much either because he's got things here to eat and I've got things here to eat. And so we just come back here and we like eat our diet food and watch like a TV show together. And we hold each other accountable, which I think is a huge deal, you know, this time. Even though we're not doing like the same weight loss journey or diet, like it's really helped that we're kind of both in this, you know? And he's lost like 20 pounds on this. And he didn't need to lose a bunch of weight, but he like wanted to get into shape and lose like excess fat and things like that. So anyway, he texted me and he was like, I'm really craving ice cream. And I was like, oh, ice cream sounds so good. And I said, okay, are you gonna go get it? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Cold Stone. Do you want anything? And I was like, yes, get me a small container of Mud Pie Mojo. If you guys have not been to Cold Stone, this is not like a diet thing I should talk about. But they have, like, I always get the ones that are pre-mixed. I don't like mix my own because I'm like, they should probably know what the best recipes are. So one night I was there and I tried the Mud Pie Mojo and it is so good. But anyway, and I'm not like a chocolate ice cream lover, but for some reason I really like that one. Actually, I think it's vanilla ice cream with like fudge and all kinds of stuff in it. So he brought that home and I sat here and ate like half the container, 3/4 of the container watching Narcos. And I was like, you know what, screw it, it's my cheat day, I'm fasting tomorrow, whatever. So last night, so that was probably at about like 8 o'clock, 7 or 8. I went to my meeting last night, did a bunch of stuff. And so that was a lot of like food intake that I had, right? And about 11:30 or 12, my stomach, like I literally like felt abdominal pain like nobody's business. I mean, it hurt so bad. And I texted Alex, I was like, did you get sick from the ice cream? He was like, no, not at all. And I don't know how to say this nicely, but I had to make a lot of visits to a certain room in the house last night. And like many, like to the point where it was like irritating and painful. And so anyway, I woke up this morning and I was really surprised. I thought I would have gained like 4 pounds. Oh, not to mention that when that was kind of like all done, I felt very weak. Like I just felt like weak, like passing out kind of weak. And so I went to the gas station and I got 2 donuts and some potato chips because it was my cheat day. Seriously, Peter? So I woke up this morning, I could not believe it. I had lost like 1/6 of a pound. Yesterday I was 224.2 and today I woke up and I was 223.8. And it says on here I've lost, I don't know where they come up with these numbers at the top, but it says my total change is 23 pounds. So anyway, I got up this morning and I felt a little weak. And I think it was like, I'm wondering if maybe I'm not lactose intolerant, A, or B, I just haven't been drinking milk or had any dairy really in like 60 days and it just totally screwed my stomach, right? Because I was thinking about it when I was like in Miami, and even when I was in Miami and I ate pasta, I did not eat cream-based pasta. So I really haven't had any dairy, with the exception of like ranch dressing one day when I cheated and I went to Steak and Shake. I haven't had any like milk-based dairy anything in 30 days. And do you guys remember the last time that I got that sick was when I had that spinach artichoke, and everybody said, well, maybe it was because it's not vegetarian because spinach artichoke dip has Parmesan cheese in it, which, well, I'm wondering now if it's that I'm just super sensitive to any kind of dairy. Like, I haven't been like that most of my life, but maybe I've never really realized it, you know? So anyway, that's where I'm at today. I am totally recentered. I got up this morning. I have like flooded my system with water. I have been drinking a ton of water today, and I'm like rehydrating, and I feel really good today. We are going out to dinner with a friend of ours tonight, and Alex was like trying to pick the place. I was like, babe, I'll go wherever. I can get a salad. I can figure out what I'll do, a veggie burger or whatever. And he picked this place called Napoli's, and Napoli's is like an upscale like pizza place where they have salads and bruschetta. There's a lot of stuff they have there that's very, very healthy. They actually have like a vegetarian menu, so I am totally fine, and it's very low-cal. So it's like, how could I describe it? It's like that Italian, what's the one word I'm looking for? Like Capri, but I can't think. Anyway, so yeah, I did not do well on my cheat day yesterday, and I think I paid the price for it for like 6 hours last night as I was trying to go to bed. But today I feel great. I will say this, it was really, really important this morning that I like chugged 2 bottles of water right away. I could immediately tell, like after I started drinking the water, that I felt better, you know? So it's, I think, always important to hydrate yourself. Now, I have not read the meditation for today, but let's get right into it. Are you ready? Oh, I haven't read a meditation on here in forever. I'm so excited. Okay, so September 25th. Knowledge versus wisdom. Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. Hermann Hesse. Knowing things is not the same as being wise. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts and information. Wisdom is knowledge tempered by experience and perspective. I agree. We can acquire knowledge from others. Becoming wise is a journey that we must each travel on our own. I want to learn as much as I can from every possible source. This will help me be smarter and more knowledgeable. But however knowledgeable I may become, there is no shortcut to becoming wise. I have to live and experience success and failure day by day. I think that is such an amazing meditation. And I think specifically it kind of interweaves with like my other channels. You know, on my main channel, I do a lot of videos about, we all know, I do drama videos. And at the end, I always kind of have like some lesson on there. And it's interesting that you can tell the responses or the comments from people that are a little bit older, that have lived some life, and the people that are like 20 to like 19. Now, the younger people, they either thank me for what I'm saying, and they're like, that your words really mean a lot to me, I'm listening to them, or they attack me because they just can't like listen to that. And I think it's very much like when we were younger. I remember that my dad would say things to me, and he would, like, my dad was never the forceful person. He would never be like, you need to do this or you have to do this. He never did that to me. My dad was like, you do what you want, I will support you as long as it's something positive and you're contributing to society. Those were the two things. I was doing something positive and I was contributing to the world. Those were my dad's 2 big deals with whatever career path I chose. And he's just, I think, always been proud of me because of that, you know? But I think that one of the hardest things for him was, we had this conversation, I was probably about 30. I mean, it took that long. And he was talking about this whole idea of a decision tree. And that in life, there is basically a decision tree. And so when you go up the trunk of the tree, you come to this point where it's like, am I going to go into art or am I going to go into science? And so you have to pick what side of the tree you're going to go on. So let's say you go into art. Then you're into, and this could be with anything in life, right? Cars that you buy, relationships, where you're going to move, philosophies, anything, right? So then you decide, okay, I'm going to go into art. And this is something to think about if you're younger and you're going into college, or if you're older and you're restarting your life. So you go up the decision tree, and you get to a point where it's like, okay, so do I go to, you know, like fine arts, or do I want to go into graphic design? Okay, so then you decide, well, I'm gonna go into fine arts, and then you go into painting, and then it's like, do I want to do mural painting, or like work on like movies, or there's 3 maybe decisions, or do I want to go get my MFA, my Master's in Fine Arts, and eventually teach one day? Okay, well, I want to become a professor. Well, where do I want to become? So do you see, like, life is just one decision after the other. And my dad said this to me when we were discussing this, and he said, you know, I wish I could show you the map that I've made in my life and show you the mistakes that I've made and the successes that I've had. And if you would follow based on my mistakes and my successes, you would have a super amazing life, financially, emotionally, you would have everything you wanted. He said, but I know that you have to go through your own journey on your own, and you have to make your own decisions on your own. It wasn't until I was about 30 years old and we had that conversation that I realized that my entire growing up, that everything that my dad had said to me was not his intention to force me to do something. I think it was a lot out of fear of me, that he thought, well, Peter might not have a very successful life someday and he might not be happy. And I think that's where it comes for a lot of parents. They want us to be happy. They want us to be successful. I think the other thing was that my dad, it was really just a form of, you know, like romanticizing the past and flattering and being like, I really want you to have this amazing life. And I look at that today when I give people suggestions and I give people advice, even on my drama videos. I don't do that to be an ass. I don't do that to be this omnipotent person that thinks I know everything, because I don't. I do it because I want people to improve and have the best life possible based on the mistakes and the successes I've had. So to some degree, I've turned into my father. And I'm not okay. I'm not upset about, I was gonna say I'm not okay with that. No, I'm totally okay with that. I'm not upset about that, you know, like I'm okay with that. But I hope that I can take my own wisdom and my own knowledge and continue to grow on my own journey and remain teachable from other teachers, because I have teachers in my life on a daily basis. The teachers in my life could be the person, like I walk into Meijer every day and there's this woman and she's like, hi, welcome to Meijer, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, she's so happy, you know, or somebody that's just reading a book that's like, have you ever tried this book before? No, I haven't. I should try that book, you know. There's so many teachers in life, you know. You guys in the comment sections of my videos are all teachers to me, and that's fantastic, and I love that. So I think it's a great, great, great meditation for the day. And wisdom versus knowledge and the decision tree. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.